What if being emotional wasn't a sign of passion, but of philosophical error? What if your outbursts, your anxiety, your reactive responses weren't personality traits, but correctable thinking patterns? The Stoics discovered this 2,000 years ago. Emotions aren't things that happen to you. They're things you do, and therefore, things you can learn to do differently. In the next 8 minutes, you'll learn 3 Stoic rules that don't suppress emotions, but master them at their source. Here's the radical Stoic truth that changes everything. Emotions aren't direct responses to events. They're responses to your judgments about events. Someone cuts you off in traffic. The event is a car moved into your lane. Your judgment might be, that person disrespects me. That judgment creates anger. Change the judgment, and you change the emotion. This means emotional control isn't about bottling up feelings. It's about correcting faulty judgments. As Epictetus taught, men are disturbed not by things, but by the views they take of them. Your power begins right there. Rule 1. Create space between trigger and reaction. The moment you feel a strong emotion rising, anger, anxiety, jealousy, you perform 2 steps. First, pause. Literally stop everything. Take 1 deep breath. Second, label the emotion with clinical precision. Not I'm furious, but I'm experiencing anger. Not I'm panicking, but I'm noticing anxiety. This simple act of labeling does something profound neurologically. It activates your prefrontal cortex, the rational brain, and dials down your amygdala, the emotional brain. You are no longer drowning in the emotion, you're observing it. This is the foundation of all Stoic emotional control. Rule 2. In that pause, ask the Stoic question. What would wisdom do here? What would courage look like? What would justice require? You're not asking, how do I feel? You're asking, what would excellence do? This shifts you from passenger to pilot. Your anger at an unfair situation might be justified, but wisdom asks, will my anger solve this or make it worse? Your anxiety about a presentation might be natural, but courage asks, can I channel this energy into preparation? Emotions become data, not directives. You feel them, but you choose your response based on virtue, not impulse. Rule 3. Mastery requires review. Each evening, spend 5 minutes with a journal. Ask, where today did an emotion control me? What was my judgment in that moment? How could I have applied wisdom instead? This isn't self-criticism, it's philosophical analysis. You're gathering data about your emotional triggers and patterns. Marcus Aurelius did this in his private journal, Meditations. He'd write, today I felt irritation when, and then analyze why. Over time, this audit builds emotional intelligence. You start predicting your reactions and preparing better judgments in advance. Here's how to integrate these rules. Throughout your day, practice the pause and label at small irritations. The slow coffee line, the annoying email. Build the muscle. In bigger moments, add the virtue response. Ask, what would the wise version of me do? Each night, conduct the emotional audit. Spot patterns. This isn't a one-time fix. It's a daily training regimen for your emotional life. Within weeks, you'll notice the space between trigger and response widening. You'll feel emotions without being ruled by them. Your 30-day protocol. Week 1. Master the pause and label. Every emotional spike gets this treatment. Week 2. Add the virtue response. Practice asking the wisdom question. Week 3. Implement the evening audit. Build self-awareness. Week 4. Combine all three. By day 30, emotional control won't feel like effort. It will feel like your natural state. You'll have retrained your nervous system and rewired your thinking patterns. The goal isn't to become emotionless. The Stoics weren't robots. They felt deeply, but they were masters of their emotional world. Seneca wrote about anger. The best cure for anger is delay. He understood that emotions in themselves aren't the problem. Being controlled by them is. When you master these rules, you develop what the Stoics called empathia, not apathy, but clear judgment, unclouded by destructive passion. You become someone who feels joy without mania, sadness without despair, and anger without destruction. Your emotions become your servants, not your masters. Your first emotional test is now. Will you watch and forget, or watch and practice? Choose practice. Comment control for the worksheet. Subscribe for daily emotional mastery tools. And remember Marcus Aurelius's words: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Find that strength today.